All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. And the Dublin Shamrocks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Benjamin. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
Now a give, right side, Benjamin. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cardinals' 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, Benjamin. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing to get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First down, Murray. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the ready. 5, 6. And let's get this. Get this. Hard. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it complete to Harris. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. 49, check 49, check 49. Whip. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Alpha, protein spill. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight dog. He's checking.
From the 44, Murray got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down now, Benjamin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Ready up. Check Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Hey, wahoo! Come, baby! Shoot!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the 1st sack, the 1st turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice, crispy 8-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check Mike 6. Get ready. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Over there, you're on the 90. Check 37, check 37. Check.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29, Murray flush to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
3 down, 3 down.
They run the counter. Benjamin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw. This is White on the screen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Down. 10-2 start. General West.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
2nd and 14. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Clear. Snap.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way.
And the ball is knocked out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st down, Street. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check 43. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Alert 3.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike Zig.
Yo, 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 go, go.
Danny.
80 weapon. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Man left. 3 down.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Big hit.
No gain on the play. It's third.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a gain there of 11 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, exit. On the ball. Lead grip.
Back to throw here. And he will take it in for the touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check 24, check 24.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard.
And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's going to wind up and air it out. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Harris now to return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
6-6, bullet high.
Check 99. Watch it. Hatchet.
Yes.
Go right here.
Topper. Ready?
First down, here's White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Cardinals' 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Hey, Alpha.
You got tight. Right there. Mike Zig.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go now. 60 or.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 13. Kill.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Kill.
Second and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them yeet up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. A big seam, and he might go all the way. A huge play there for Arizona. 62 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run the counter. Benjamin. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Mike 7. Come on. You better bring it. A little flare.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They run the counter. Benjamin. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
He's coming, double up.
Greystone travel. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Wahoo! 61, matchbox lights.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Single.
He's back to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Let's go. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Murray to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First down, Arizona.
Ready. 15 on it. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike 5.
Now Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Go. Hey. Seven's a Mike. Watch the roll. Seven's a Mike. I smell fear in that offense. Truck. 7. Mike, 7.
Back to throw. It's Hill, complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Murray now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final.
Done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip.